Morning, students. Yesterday we have discussed about the meaning of the resources, as well as we have seen many of the resources which are used by us. Now today, value of resources. Value means worth of an object or resource. So value means worth means cost of any object or any resource, means how much valuable it is. The value of a resource can differ from time to time and from person to person. So the value of a resource can be different from the time to time as well as from the person to person. One resource may have an economic value while others may have an aesthetic value. One resource can be of the economic use while other can be of the aesthetic use or aesthetic value. Aesthetic means pleasant, which give us happiness, which makes us feel good. It could be that the same resource may have both an economic as well as the aesthetic value, or in some cases we can say that same resource can have both values, economic as well as the aesthetic. Now for example, flowers have an aesthetic value at home, but when a florist sells them in the market, they acquire an economic value. Example is given. If you are using flower for your home, it can have a aesthetic value. But if the same flower is sold by a florist, then it can have the economic value. Similarly, a waterfall has an aesthetic value, but when the same is used to generate hydel power, it gains an economic value. In the same case, waterfall, which give us a beautiful scenery, that can have a aesthetic value, but when same waterfall is being used to generate the hydropower, it gains the economic value. Now, types of the resources. Resources can be broadly classified into three main categories: natural resources, human made resources, and human resources. So if we will classify or divide the resources, then three main categories will be there. First one is the natural resource, second one is the human made, and third one is the human resource. Now, natural resources. These are materials, objects, and energy resources that exist in the environment around us. So natural resources are the material objects or the energy resources which are present in the environment around us. Air, water, and naturally growing plants are essential for survival. Air, water, and that plants which grow nature, that are very important for us for our survival. Some others help in satisfaction of secondary wants. Some other natural resources help us in the secondary case. Air and sunlight are available perpetually. Air and sunlight are available abundantly. Natural resources are obtained from land, soil, water, animals, and mines. We can get the natural resources from the land, from the soil, from the water, animal, as well as the mines. Beside these, there are energy resources. Beside that, there are some energy resources also, means that resources which give us energy. These resources may be further classified as follows. So natural resources are further classified. First one, on the basis of their development, there are two. One is the actual and there is the potential. Now on the basis of their origin, there are two, abiotic and biotic. On the basis of their renewability, renewable as well as the non-renewable, and on the basis of their distribution, ubiquitous and the localized. Now we will see one by one. First one, on the basis of their level of development. So as we have already discussed that on the basis of their level of the development, resources are of two, actual and potential. So actual resources, these are the resources whose quantity is known and these are being used in various ways at present. So what are the actual resources? That resources huge quantity are known to us, and we are using that resources in many other ways. Example, rich deposits of coal in Ruhr region of Germany, petroleum in West Asia, dark soil of the Deccan Plateau in Maharashtra. First one, rich deposit of the coal, which is in the Ruhr region of the Germany, petroleum product of the West Asia, and the dark soil or the black soil of the Deccan region or the Deccan Plateau of the Maharashtra. Second one is potential resources. These are the resources about which we do not have sufficient knowledge at present. So potential resources are that resources which are present, but how to use them we have not the proper knowledge. These resources may be used in future. In future maybe such technology or knowledge can be discovered so that we can use that. At present our technology may not be that advanced, but with time these may be utilized and can turn to be actual resources. At present we have not enough technology to use the potential resources, but in future it may be that we have the appropriate technology so that we can convert these resources into the actual one. Example, uranium found in Ladakh may be used in future. Uranium, which is a radioactive substance that is found abundantly in the Ladakh region of our country, but it can be used in the future. Another, seawater is a potential source, but with technology in future it will become an actual resource when its salinity is taken out, and this may be used for agriculture and domestic purposes. So seawater, it is also a potential resource. Why? Because till this time we can't use the seawater. We are knowing that it is saline, means it has salt or it has dissolved salt. But in future maybe we can develop the technology so that its salinity or the salt which are present inside it, that can be taken out. Then this seawater can be used for the purpose of the agriculture as well as for the domestic purpose. Now, high speed winds were just a potential resources earlier, but with the development of windmills they are a good source of energy now, hence they are an actual resource. High speed winds, earlier time these were the potential resources, but with the development or with the technology of the windmill, now we can use the energy of the high speed winds. So now these are the actual resource for us. Now something is given, do you know? Man has started enhancing the resources which were reducing. So man has started to consume the resources, and now the resources are reducing, means day by day it is decreasing. He has restored to land reclamation, and now peoples are started to increase the area of the land. How? See here, parts of the seashore have been filled with more sand and soil. So area which are near the sea, that are being filled with the sand and the soil. This is done to create more land and put it to human use. And why this landfill by the sand and the soil is being done? So that we can acquire the more land for the purpose of the human beings use. Examples are airport of Hong Kong and Macau as well as palm colonies of Dubai. Such type of examples are the two airports, one of the Hong Kong and another of the Macau, and one is a colony, that is the palm colony, which is in the Dubai. Now on the basis of their origin, natural resources are classified into the two. One is the abiotic and another is the biotic. So abiotic resources are that resources which are the non-living. Example, land, water, air, mineral and the rock. Now biotic resources are all that natural resources which include the living organism. Example, plants and the animals.